Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. My name is Hanni Kaila, representing Group 7. The members of our group are Nabila, Fitri, Yani, Putri, Najwa, Rizka, Humairah, and Hanni Kaila. We are students majoring in Agroecotechnology. Today, we will present our poster entitled Chemical Pesticide Overuse, a Threat to Human Health and Environmental Sustainability. Now, let's begin our presentation.
Okay, so the first one is the introduction. Agriculture is essential for human survival, but today it faces a serious challenge. The overuse of chemical pesticides. Chemical pesticide overuse in agriculture has triggered a critical environmental and health crisis. These toxic chemicals do not stay only on crops. Instead, they spread into the environment through runoff, contaminating our water sources and food supplies. This contamination directly threatens human health. Long-term exposure to pesticide residue has been linked to various health risks, making food safety a growing global concern. But the damage does not stop there. Excessive pesticide use also accelerates biodiversity loss. Beneficial insects, birds, and soil organisms are being destroyed, disrupting natural ecosystem. In addition, it contributes to soil degradation, reducing the land's fertility over time. If this continue, agriculture system may become less sustainable and more dependent on chemical, creating a dangerous cycle. Addressing this crisis immediately is vital. By promoting safer farming practice and reducing chemical dependency, we can protect public health and ensure long-term environmental sustainability for future generations. Next, there is problem analysis. So, modern agriculture has significantly increased food production to meet global demand. However, this achievement has also led to more intensive farming practice, which heavily rely on chemical pesticides. Intensive farming focuses on maximizing yield from limited land. To achieve this, farmers often grow large-scale monoculture, where a single crop is planted over wide area. While this approach is efficient, it creates a fragile agriculture system. Because monoculture system reduce biodiversity, crops become more vulnerable to pests and disease. In many cases, farmers consider chemical pesticides the best solution for pest control, leading a continued dependence on pesticide use. Consequently, chemical pesticides are used more frequently to protect crops and prevent yield losses. However, this creates a cycle of dependency. Continued pesticides use can lead to pest resistance, making pests harder to control over time. This, this forces farmers to apply stronger chemical or increase usage even further. Despite this effort, the system remains vulnerable. If pests, if pests become resistant or new disease emerge, large-scale monoculture farms can experience sudden crop failures. This risk is also worsened by declining soil health and reduced ecosystem stability caused by intensive farming practice. These failures not only affect farmers' income, but can also disrupt food supply chains and threaten food security at regional and global level. Next.
Okay, next. Moving on the third and fourth factor that contribute to pesticide overuse. The third factor is economic pressure. Farmers are expected to produce high crop yield and maintain product quality to meet market demands. Crop losses caused by pests can significantly reduce farmers' income. Therefore, many farmers rely heavily on chemical pesticides because they are considered a quick and effective solution to protect crops and maximize profits. However, excessive reliance on pesticides often leads to overuse, which can create negative impacts on both human health and the environment. The fourth factor is limited farmer knowledge. Some farmers still lack adequate knowledge about proper pesticide application, recommended dosages, and the long-term consequences of pesticide misuse. In addition, awareness of alternative pest control methods is often limited. As a result, pesticides may be applied more frequently or in larger amounts than necessary, increasing environmental pollution and health risks. Next,
Next, I will explain the impacts of chemical pesticide overuse. First, human health impact. Excessive pesticide use um, increase the risk of poisoning and various diseases due to chemical exposure. Second, environmental impacts. Pesticide can pollute soil and water, reduce biodiversity, and damage ecosystem. Third, economic impacts. Environmental damage and health problems increase costs and reduce the agricultural productivity in the long term. Finally, social impacts. Pesticide overuse threatens food safety and public health, especially for farmers and communities living near agricultural areas. Next.
next, to address these challenges, several practical solutions can be implemented. First, farmer education and training should be expanded. Training programs can improve farmers' understanding of safe pesticide use, coverage, application techniques, and environmentally friendly pest management practices. Better knowledge can help reduce unnecessary pesticide use while maintaining crop productivity. Second, the implementation of integrated pest management or APM should be encouraged. APM combines different approaches including biological, cultural, mechanical, and chemical methods to control pests effectively. This strategy helps reduce dependence on chemical pesticides while maintaining agriculture productivity. Third, stronger pesticide regulation and monitoring systems are needed. Governments should ensure that pesticides are distributed, sold, and used according to recommended guidelines. Effective monitoring can reduce misuse and encourage more responsible pesticide management. Finally, biological pest control should be promoted as a sustainable alternative. This method, this method uses natural enemies of pests such as predators, parasites, and beneficial microorganisms to control pest population. As a result, the need for chemical pesticides can be significantly reduced. Next,
Okay, next is conclusion. In conclusion, the overuse of chemical pesticides pose serious threats to both human health and environmental sustainability. Therefore, implementing integrated pest management, strengthening pesticide regulation, and improving farmer education are important steps to reduce pesticide dependence and support sustainable agriculture. By adopting this solution, we can protect human health, preserve the environment, and create a more sustainable future for agriculture. That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention.